Alright, looks like we're live. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And I forgot the timer, so I need to grab that. Greetings! Alright. I should probably try and make save states a few times in this stage, just in case. Because I think there's a few points of no return here. I love that there's different character models that just show up for one stage and never again. Okay, I think my microphone was plugged in poorly. Is it right now? Okay. Oh, like that. Oh, my bad. I may be stupid. Sigh, I can't believe that I joined the Epstein files, oh no. Honestly, like, with the Epstein files, it's one of those things where, like, I'm more than fine with joking about it. But it does irk me that some people are like, wait, oh my god, this is so fucking dark. What the hell? I thought this was just gonna be a secret meme stash. It's like, are you retarded? Like, are you genuinely, like, stupid? like, some people, man, I swear to God. Fuck. Okay. no, this is the actual progress area. Okay. Crap. Ah, damn it. Yeah, honestly, that's exactly right. Honestly, if it was a fucking euphemism, that would be pretty sick. Touching glue globes with the bros. I'm stupid, but I will. I think that very first thing at the start might have been a yellow one, so I might need to revisit that in a bit. Honestly, it's crazy that Wario gets so few games considering how much more personality he has than not just Mario, but like most of the cast in general. And like, even with the WarioWare games, they are very fun and good, but they don't have as much personality as like the Wario Land and World kind of games. Oh. Oh, this is gonna blow. Oh my god. Okay, wait, you can actually look down. Okay. That changes everything. Easy. Okay, I think I've got everything, but might as well. Honestly, if I ever do make my own game, I should probably take notes from this particular stage for one of the concepts I have. Because, like, the main idea I want in terms of level designs is starting ordinary and then, like, changing to the bizarre. Like, one example that I'm quite fond of is the idea of, like, a skyscraper, like, construction site slowly transitioning into something like Jack and the Beanstalk kind of stuff. So I feel like this stage actually has a lot of cool aesthetic cues I can look at. Like, I'm going to... Okay... I'm going to, like, make sure my... Damn it. I'm going to make sure my PC is upgraded very soon. It's like whatchamacallit? Let me focus on this for half a second here. Okay. Because, like, very shortly... sorry. Tomorrow I plan... No, not tomorrow. Why am I like this? Basically, I have a very long weekend coming up. I've made sure to, like, clean my room a lot, like the other day. So that's one of those, like, forever I'll do it tomorrow tasks that I finally gotten around to. With that in mind, with, like, the floor being clean and all of that, I'll be a lot more comfortable finally putting those parts in my PC. And once I've done that, it won't be very long until I decide to just grab Unreal Engine and give it, like, a basic spin and try to, like, start learning the rough, whatchamacallit? You know, just a rough kind of thing I want to make. What do magnets do? Fucking magnets, how do they work? Well, it's not a point of no return, so... Oh, that's definitely a point of no return, so we're not touching that one yet. Oh, so that's what he was talking about. Magnets also shoot lasers. I get it. I'm getting a little bit suspicious at this point. I feel like this might actually be the way forward. Okay. I think it's a good idea we backtracked. So I get the distinct feeling that this here is not the way forward, nor a point of no return. Oh yeah, speaking of like a Thursday and Friday, whatchamacallit? On Thursday, like, over here there's 2 days of Christmas. On the first day of Christmas, which is Thursday, I'll be with the family, so there won't be a stream. Now, I'm guessing that for you, the celebrations with the family and such are on Friday? Because I think, like in most other countries, it's only for 1 day, and that would be the... I think it would be the 25th. which I think is Friday. Am I retarded? No. Yeah, no, I might be retarded. Is Christmas on Thursday or Friday? For like the rest of the world? Oh no. Fuck. Okay. But yeah, like I'm basically trying to figure out if like I should stream on Friday or not. Because like on Thursday I definitely won't be, but like on Friday I'm not sure if that's when like the other parts of the world celebrate Christmas, including yours. Okay, so on Friday I probably will stream then, gotcha. I mean, true, but like, I assume that for most countries it is just one day and that day would be the same. I'm just not sure if that's Friday or Thursday, really. But I assume it's the first day at this point. I like that Wario says "wow" when he gets hit, as if he's fucking Darkside Phil. I'm pressing buttons! It's not even close to a good impression, but... Fucking Kojima! Oh lord. Oh god. Okay. Oh no! Ah, come on! I couldn't cancel that at all. Fuck. Oh god, yeah, this one, I might end up just using save states for this one. This is gonna be fucked. And of course, the moment I make the save state, I no longer need it. Let's make sure I have this here so I don't accidentally load it later. Easy. paste. Now there's a great treasure. Man, this fucking... this zone is a fucking practical joke. Yeah, Warp time. Also known as Wario World. Everything. I most definitely do not. Okay, so that's gonna be backtracking in a sec. Yeah, I hear that there's like a little bit of shadows at like a little part of the game, so people are like, "Oh my god, this is the deepest game of all time." I'm being intentionally dismissive. No, like, I have heard it, like, apparently the game has darker moments than one might expect. Not really any details about it, though. But would piglets spin them around while yelling soup repeatedly? Like, that's the kind of charm you only get from Wario, as far as I know. We really do, like... I hope that at some point we get the Wario equivalent of Bonanza, if that makes sense. Because, like, Bonanza was basically the spiritual follow-up to... fuck. To Donkey Kongi 64. But, like, I need, like, a follow-up to this game here. Because this game is sick. Like, I'm really enjoying replaying it, even if it has like its own little quirks that don't always work out great. Like, stuff like the way the backtracking works is a bit iffy. But as a whole, I really like this game. Yeah, like... Can you really blame someone for kidnapping Ashley? I have no clue what Kings of Hell is. Interesting. Okay, now I'm fairly certain that over at this path I've already gotten everything. Okay, wait. Okay. So there's something I missed. Wow! I'm pressing buttons! Well, I think you're making that particular pitch to the wrong person, but fair enough. Alright. I'll maybe like jot the name down for later to check it out. I still think it's really fucking funny that with those kinds of shows that like, whoa, we're in hell. Look at how diverse it is. Like everyone here is gay as well. And it's like, dude, I don't think that's the implication you really want to be. The implication you really want to be making there, dude. Like, oh no. I don't think there's anything new over on that path, but I might have overlooked something, so just in case. Hell yeah. Well, I do think that Wario World in particular is a very one-of-a-kind game. I definitely wouldn't mind seeing more games trying to be like it. No, that does remind me that like Kirby Air Ride in particular was always very much a one-of-a-kind game. And then you have like 2 or 3 indie projects right now that were like, okay, we're gonna try to make a Kirby Air Ride kind of game. And then just like the moment that kind of stuff gets anywhere near release-ish, it's like, oh yeah, we're making a sequel to Air Ride. It's like, oh, well, what the fuck? Okay, there's one. Fuck. Now here's one of the few things in the game that's really not so good. Come on. Okay, finally. I'm not really interested in either the Fallout games or the Fallout series myself, but I hope you'll enjoy it. Okay, so the next one is still up ahead. Well, there we go. That sure was right up ahead. Okay, the statue is complete. We have all the gems. We can just continue. Yeah, like Unihorn is a bit of a prick. Hell yeah. And the coolest thing is that the coming boss appeals to my fetish ears. Oh no. Sigh, I spoiled it instead of just waiting and saying, don't say a word. That being said, don't say the fucking word. I like the weird military gear on the dumb fucking spider. Honestly, it'd probably be genuinely wild. Thing is that, like, Knights also has a spider boss that's, like, in a circular arena. Like, specifically the Wii one. And I really do love the Wii one. Honestly, this is one of the more mundane bosses, and it's still strange. Like, the bosses with this game genuinely are a bit of a coin toss whether they are, like, just a bit strange or if they are just wild and horrific. Ow, go, 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 go! Stretch Panic. Was that another one of those games made by Treasure? Oh no! I'm stupid. Actual definition of greed. I haven't really played other games by Treasure, but I know that they are fucking weird. Like, honestly, we could do with more weird games all around. Like, I don't think too many games should be, like, whoa, what the fuck, barbecue, dude, but it would be nice to see just a few more games out there that go absolutely bonkers. Just a few. You know, I say that, but like, it's one of those things where it kind of varies based on context too, because like, from my understanding, Pizza Tower is like one of those games that gets really weird and quirky and all of that, but also it just doesn't really look like it's appealing to me. Which is funny, because like, it's definitely inspired by Wario, but like something about its aesthetics just don't quite do it for me. Like, just on a primarily visual level. Oh god. What happens if I... Oh, okay. So that's what the Spriteling was talking about earlier, about a tug of war. Okay, now get fucked, nerd. Beautiful. Alright, and now one of my favourite bosses in the game is coming up. Personally, like, the game idea I have that I really want to make is like, you know Gamma's gameplay from Sonic Adventure 1, right? Alright, time for the best boss. This design is wonderful. I really love this one. Red Brief J. Great music too. Get over here, dude. Do I miss Smith? Okay. think I need to actively lure it. Come on. I mean, honestly, for all I know, it could be. Shit. Okay, now. Hurt myself too, but forget that. Yeah, like, I think I definitely... Alright. I mean, if nothing else, he is easily one of the most bizarre bosses in the game. I really like his theme. I love the way his mouth just goes agape when he when he realizes his mistake. But now, like, at some point I definitely want to work on my own game idea as well. Like, especially, like, I'll almost definitely place those parts in my PC finally soon, and then I'm gonna go for it soon after. Even though I have, like, zero fucking experience right now. I mean, Red Brief J's design is like, it kind of depends on what you... Come on what you think is especially bizarre and such. I think he's one of the top tier designs in terms of bizarreness. Like, he's not as creepy as some of them, but he is fucking weird. And I do love that about him. I think I missed my opportunity to give him one last punch in the dick. Okay, so next stage is going to be one of the more bizarre ones, and then after that is one that's kind of in between, a little bit on the mundane end, I suppose. Yeah, let's see. Alright. I think this is going to be the last outright Fever Dream level. Can't believe that Espeon gained the music type. I tried to, like, play Persona 4G, and it wasn't quite my cup of tea, unfortunately. I think that was mostly a gameplay thing there for me. I never tried Persona 5. I hear that it, like, at least gets rid of those awful procedurally generated dungeons. So that is definitely a plus. But, like, I'm still a bit hesitant to try 5 because I just didn't like 4. Okay, is the order going to be the same as it was last time? No, it is not. I will say that Persona 4 has some great designs to loot. Classic. There's definitely like a significant amount of fans of like Undertale and Five Nights at Freddy's, etc., that have never fucking touched one of those games. And I'll admit I'm like a bit guilty of that as well, because it's like I like a lot of the stuff around that kind of those kinds of games, but I'm not really super fond of actually playing them. Okay. Can I... Oh god, I think I'm gonna have to like blindly slam that with an... Shit. Okay, wait, this might help me a little bit. Okay, this angle seems to be a little bit better. Oh, my brain not work no good. So, why are you like this? Sigh, why are you such a truth teller, SMH? Oh, there's this one image I really like of Rise in particular, where it's like, I think she's stuck in like the Shadow World, and like she's trying to reach for her phone with her like with like her feet in socks, or like tights, while bound to a chair, and it's like, oh, that's Kino. That is good shit. That is absolute perfection. I should like make sure to see if I have that one after the stream. Fuck you, mouse. Hell yeah. It's crazy that they decided to make the pyramid the last stage instead of this one. I mean, I don't remember it having a particularly strong Illuminati theme. But interestingly enough, when like looking at early footage of the game, it seems the pyramid was actually one of the like earlier stages to be developed, which I think is fascinating. Considering it ended up being the last stage. Frick. Maybe I should attack the hands first. I never watched which show was it again? It wasn't Adventure Time, it was... What was its name? Why did it die to that one? Gravity Falls, right, that was it. Okay, there we go. Man, one really underappreciated, like, fetishistic scenario I quite like a lot is having, like, hands coming out of a portrait and dragging the victim in there. Like, that is always kino. Especially if they're, like, hand-gagging the person they're attacking and stuff like that. That is always good shit. Oh, here's one of the weirder fucking enemies, too. But he doesn't get to show off his weirdness right now. There we go. Because we're already out of there. Rocky Horror Picture Show. That sounds somewhat familiar-ish, but it doesn't ring any sort of bell. The main thing I know about The Wall is that Nostalgia Critic made a terrible review of it that gets dunked on a lot. And I think that, like, Mexico was supposed to pay for its production or something like that. Not sure about that. Wow, a bondage-themed enemy, this really is the game for me. Like, Dog Walker is one of those people where, like, I really don't care for his content, but he seems to be a genuinely good guy. At least in the way he can, like, take it on the chin, so to speak. Like, compare it to Linkara, a great light bringer, who just has a complete fucking meltdown whenever he gets criticized once. By drawing you mean like rendering in-game and such, right? So that's usually how it works with this kind of thing. Hell yeah. I love little tricks like that. It's so fun to be able to see behind the screens a little bit. Okay, so the thing with that is that I'm not talking about Doug as a critic, because, like, as a critic, I don't really care what he has to say. Like, I just don't think his videos are entertaining. I mostly mean it in the terms of, like, would this guy be fun to hang out with for a day? And I feel like he'd probably be on the better end of that kind of spectrum. I'm confident that this isn't the right way. I never really watched Naruto, but I should really continue watching Cardcaptor Sakura soon. Yeah, honestly, that seems about right. Like, my experience with the Nostalgia Critic was, like, getting really into AVGN when I discovered him. Seeing the crossover with Dog Walker and being like, huh, okay, that's a pretty good video, I should check out his own videos. And then being like, oh wow, this guy isn't funny. And, like, no, like, offense to him or anything intended. As I said, I do think that as a person he's probably entirely fine. But, like, his skits do nothing for me. Yeah, I'm definitely not watching it dubbed. Like, I love Magical Girls. I need to, like, watch even more of, like, the important fundamental shows. Like, no, for me personally, like, a Lyrical Nanoa in particular is just the best anime outright. Like, that is such a wonderful series. Like, it speaks to me so much. I mean, that's fair. Like, people can have their own, frankly, sometimes shitty opinions. Though I will say that, like, if you dislike Sonic Adventure 2, that's one of the only things where I think that, like, it's probably a significant skill issue. Oh, have fun with that. If you find it anywhere, be sure to like show me too. It's like I still need to get around Sailor Moon too. I'm at the very least curious what it sounded like in my own language. Because like that was a bit before my time as well. I mean, so was Scott kept a sack. Fuck. Okay. That sucks dick. And not in a good or fun way. Oh my god, I am just in absolute hell right now. Maximum greed, 0, zero payoff. Personally, JoJo doesn't really do anything for me because, like, its aesthetic is about as not cute as you can get. And I love me some cuteness. I'm a simple guy. Like, if there's some moe and such, I'm down. If it's just like gonna be, like, I love cock and all of that, but like, if it's just burly men being burly men without a shred of cuteness, it's not really my thing. Herm, I can't stand this show. Herm. That's so fucking stupid. There's definitely still a switch I need to hit and then go all the way back there too. Yeah, honestly, in terms of like difficulty, especially, this stage has nothing compared to the sorry, the pyramid stage has nothing compared to this one. Honestly, with Dragon Ball, I primarily enjoyed through the games rather than the anime or the manga. Like, I really like Dragon Ball games. I can't wait for the last like part of the DLC series in Xenoverse 2. I'm very interested to see where they'll take it with you. Alright, thank you, Snake. Okay, so to play devil's advocate a bit for like Dragon Ball GT, it does have Baby and Pan. So like GT is one of those things where, from my understanding, it has some cool concepts but just botches them completely. Oh, don't worry, dude. Like, liking things without having a damn clue what they actually are is just basic fandom culture these days. It's like don't worry, you're not alone. Everyone fucking does it. Annoyingly. True. Truth nuke. Boom. Beautiful. Okay, I can already see what's going on here. Okay, I think that, like, you can add, like, a third... Like, I think you can say there's 2.5 good ideas. Because, like, the idea of, like, the Dragon Balls being, like, used up so much that they become a problem in and of themselves, I think that's a good idea that was handled poorly. And, like, I'm glad that they used the idea at some point. I'm also glad that Super does not use that idea. Like, I think it's more interesting as almost a what if rather than, like, a full thing. Snag. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, I need to fucking save state. Yeah, like that's the kind of thing where, like, as I said, I think it's one of those, like, ideas that could have worked but didn't really. Oh crap, okay. But yeah, like, I do genuinely think that... Ooh. I do think that Baby in particular is probably one of the best ideas they had in GT. Like, it wouldn't take super much rewriting to make him, like, a genuinely good one. Like, honestly, if you had told me to choose between, like, Broly or Baby becoming canon, I think I would honestly have chosen Baby. Unironically. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm very happy with, like, Super Broly. But, like, if they were to give the same kind of treatment to Baby, I'd be even happier. Like, easily. Yeah, I'll say this much about Super. I'm not fond of, like, what I know of the Goku Black arc. Like, that's one of the few points on which Saw and I just, like... Frankly, Saw and I agree on the majority of stuff. That is probably one of our more significant disagreements than anything. But, like, I would still kiss him on the lips, so it doesn't make too much of a difference. This block is here just to be a cunt. Wow. And like, yeah, like, you're not wrong. And I think that, like, one of the more annoying things as well is that people with that kind of attitude, like, aren't even honest about, like, not really engaging with the material proper. Which, come on, man, at the very least, like, be honest about where you stand. Like, I never, like, I never once denied that my engagement with the series is almost entirely based on the video games. Which, to be fair, it's one of those things where, on one end, you don't really experience the story in the same way at all. Like, the execution of it feels entirely different. On the other end, you do at least get the vast majority of, like, the actual important stuff that happens. So it's a slightly weird situation with that. Okay, I think... Okay, besides the one gem and a spriteling, which are probably both in here, I think I have everything. Okay, yeah, let's go. There's a fair bit of stuff I dislike about what Nintendo is doing right now, primarily in the sense of, like, the lawfare and such. I will say that a lot of Nintendo hate is extremely artificial, though. Like, Nintendo is, like, at least one of the only companies that makes games that are, like, really game-focused and, like, actual proper games. Like, I can't fucking stand Sony, for example, and how... Oh, I'm a dumbass? Like, compared to, like, Sony and Microsoft especially, Nintendo easily has them beat for being the only one to actually have a reason to buy the console. Like, why the fuck would you buy a PlayStation when a PC basically just does everything it does but better? And with, like, Nintendo, I do think their games actually have significantly more interesting things to offer than most, even to this day. I will say, Metroid Prime 4 was... Oh, that was such a disappointment. I'm glad I didn't pre-order it. I'll wait for... Hell yeah. I'll wait for, like, it to go, like, relatively cheap secondhand or something. But with Metroid Prime 4, it's... Especially after... Okay, let's see, it's that one... Prick. Yeah, Sony is, like, unforgivably awful. But, like, with Metroid Prime 4, it's, like, so disappointing. And it came right after Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity was, like, a fucking 6 out of 10, too. Like, Age of Calamity kind of blows in how it's... How do I put this? Age of Calamity feels like it plays it so fucking safe, trying to, like, fix another story being incomplete. And then its gameplay just... It's just another Warriors game without any particularly interesting gimmick. Like, it doesn't even feel as, like, high-paced and fun as some of the... Like the original Hyrule Warriors, unironically, is still probably the best Warriors game ever made. Let's see. Yeah, like, the Senran Kagura shit is unforgivable. No, I loved Bonanza. Like, Bonanza was fantastic. Air Riders too. Like, Air Riders and Bonanza are like absolute, like, worth buying the console for. Like, I think, oh, Gravity Rush was so good too. Like, I will never forgive Sony for killing that. Like, that was its only genuine exclusive that was fucking amazing. Like, that was such a good series. But yeah, like, what was I saying? Like, I think Mario Kart World was, like, middle of the road. Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment was... It wasn't bad, but it was definitely below middle of the road. Oh, Air Riders was fantastic, dude. Like, Air Riders was... What the fuck? Oh, God. Yeah, like, man, I'm so sad about Gravity Rush. But yeah, like, when it comes to the Switch 2 lineup, Bonanza and Air Riders, fantastic, like 10 out of 10. Prime 4 and Age of Imprisonment, it's dog shit and not really worth it, respectively. And then with Mario Kart World, it's like it's pretty good but significantly flawed. Fucker. I'm so bad at this. Dude, I need to like get mad in a video essay about this now. What the fuck, dude? Oh my fucking god, dude. Oh my god. I'm genuinely not even mad because like the punishment for failing is relatively low unless you really care about coins. But like oh my god, that is so brutal for that last sliver of health. Okay, prick. You're gonna get a full spin for what you did here. Sup! 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 Alright. I mean, honestly, I don't care for K-pop and I don't care for Little Boo Boos. I think they're both awful. I mean, I think that Smiling Friends did Green Homer Simpson better. I'm a little bit tempted to call it here, but like I think honestly, I don't remember the pyramid being an especially long level, just kind of an open one. So I feel like I could finish it tonight. No problem, no problem. I think it's a lovely game, so. But dude, isn't it selfish that you're like watching without subscribing? What the fuck, dude? Are you trying to kill me? Don't. No need to do that, by the way. I'm joking. Just finish it, please. Yeah, no, I'm like very well aware of that, and like, it's fucking crazy how disrespectful the Simpsons parody of them was, considering it had like, ultimately had nothing to do with what Smiling Friends is actually like. It's so funny how disrespectful the Smiling Friends parody of The Simpsons was, because it is so ridiculously on point that it's just fucking brutal. Like, it catches everything wrong with The Simpsons in like a 10-second clip. And that is fucking wild to me. Like, it's so genuinely perfect in its sheer brutality. I love it. What? What are you doing on that confounded tabletary device? Hug to a man! Fuck, now I've got that hug to a man back just stuck in my head again. It's so fucking funny. Yeah, no, this show is like almost unrecognizable for how bad it is. Like, that recent clip that went viral where it's like Marge, like, with an almost unrecognizably destroyed voice, talking about how, like, Bart is a manosphere guru. It's like, oh my god, just come on. Like, that is awful. Like, that is, like, the joke itself is awful, but like, oh my god, that poor woman's voice. Like, let her retire, please. Oh my god. Like, even if she wants to continue playing the character, you should, like, just kill the show already. Huh. I think she clipped right in there. That's hype. Okay, wait, no, I think I remember what I actually need to do here. But how do I actually do it? Okay, wait, I think I've got it. I definitely didn't understand the assignment as well as I thought, but it worked out. With indie games, I think they're a very mixed bag, but like, I would definitely prefer to like try out an Undertale or the like, rather than an Assassin's Creed Shadows, you know? It's like, it's a significantly smaller monetary investment, for one, and like, frankly, the quality of some of this stuff really is just awful. Come on, let me back up there. Oh my god, they invisible walled me. Ah, fuckers. That sucks. Maybe? Yeah, no, that sucks. Like, this is the exact kind of level that benefits from extra freedom in how you go about it, so they shouldn't have done that. Looky here, look what I've got. That is just a visual gap and not a real one, I think. Looky here, look what I've got! Don't think I won't let little Diddy drop. Hold it now, hold it right there! You wouldn't drop, couldn't drop. You wouldn't dare. I'm a reasonable, raving, dirigible despot. I'll tell you what, we'll trade like a stock exchange. Wheel a deal, how's it feel? It's a steal. Diddy for the coconut for Diddy. I love the Diddy drop rap. It's so good. Ah, crap, they had an iron one. I mean, like with AI stuff, I don't generally like AI, but 1 second here. Let's see, 1 second here. With AI, I think that like I don't support it, broadly speaking. I think the witch hunt around it is an absolute joke. Like, this stuff where it's like, oh my god, there is a fucking placeholder asset that they replaced immediately that was made with AI. What the fuck? Wow. Expedition 33 is an AI game? It's like, oh my god. Can we be fucking serious, please? Like stuff like that is an absolute joke, and I'm not afraid to say that, but, what the hell angle do I take for that? Like, I do, like, detest a lot of stuff about AI, like, its effects on, like, the hardware market, but I feel like people should, like, cool it a bit with, like, the paranoia around it. Ooh, okay. Okay, I picked up the crystal here before well, we'll just find out. Okay, yeah, the crystal is gone. Good. It's one of those things where, like, I really dislike AI sycophants. Like, the people that are like, whoa! Whoa, this thing should just replace us immediately. What the fuck? This is epic. Whoa, whoa, look at this cat video. Whoa, it's like, at the same time, like, people that, like, pretend it's like this great evil that's, like, inherently just fuck no matter if you use it for like the tiniest thing. It's like, come on, be an adult, please. Like, come on. Like, genuinely, the Expedition 33 example irks the shit out of me. I'm not even interested in Expedition 33 myself. Like, it's one of those things that, like, a very, very small maybe that I'll ever play at, because I don't really like RPGs. But the way people are, like, pretending that it's like, people act like they just typed into, hey, can you make an indie game called Expedition 33 to win me the Indie Game Awards? Into ChatGPT, and that was just the fucking dev process. I really don't like the way people exaggerate about that kind of stuff. Also, I love that this particular I love that this particular boss here is the only recurring one in any capacity. It's like, it's so bizarre that it's like, it makes me wonder if it was just designed for this stage and then repurposed as like the second boss in the game way later. Because like, I know this game's development was troubled. So I'm not sure if like this one was recycled or the one that's actually a boss was recycled. I mean, that's fair, but like most of the people criticizing that are not being honest about that either. Like, a lot of the criticism around that kind of stuff is just, oh, there's a one drop of AI in there, rather than focusing on the actual lie. Because like, the lie I can get behind, but again, it's like, I keep coming back to the Expedition 33 example because it's especially egregious. I don't know. I think that's somewhat fair, but I don't know. I think people exaggerate about placeholder concepts and such. Like, placeholder stuff is the exact kind of thing where I think it's entirely fair to use it. I think that's more so a case of the rule being stupid rather than necessarily its usage. And like, how do I put this? Like, I think the rule is stupid. Enforcing it is fair since it is a rule. The issue more so is that like the people talking about it from there on out being ridiculous and unreasonable. Okay, yeah. Ow. Wait, what was this advice? Laser jigglefish, circle it, then attack from above. Okay. How does it feel fishy? Crap. I don't know, man. The new Mega Man game looks fucking sick already. Like, you can tell that it seems to be in like relatively early-ish developments. Like, not early, but definitely far from incomplete. But I mean, far from complete. But I'm very fucking excited for it. Like, really bloody excited. I'm so glad there's a Mega Man game again. Yeah, honestly, real. I think the main issues with AI are like the data center shit. Not even strictly for like the destruction of the environment, which it's not good, but ironically it isn't the end of the world. Like, people will say that it is the end of the world. It isn't. Like, but I'm more so concerned about like stuff like the way it centralizes processing power and how this affects the hardware market and basically tries to like take a lot of the stuff that makes PCs great away from you intentionally. Like, I'm very irked with that. Okay, so the thing with that, I should probably finish whatever the previous thought was. What was my previous thought? Like, I'm more concerned with like the way it affects the hardware market and how this will also affect like software in a lot of really irksome ways. Crap. And okay, but the thing with that is like, with Mega Man not being called Mega Man 12, I don't think that's because it's like a reboot or the like. I think that's a marketing decision, because if you call a game like number 12, you're basically like raising the barrier of entry for a lot of people, because then they'll be like, should I have played 1 through 11? And like, I think that it's probably a good call that right now they decided, okay, let's focus a bit on just like making it whatchamacallit? Okay, fuck. I think it's probably the right call to not really draw attention to that, because drawing attention to that, fuck. Oh yeah, 100%. Like any fucking talk about the environment without doing anything about China and India, ridiculous clown stuff. Like I don't want to fucking hear any argument revolving around the environment when it's like, yeah, why the fuck am I using plastic straws? Because while China is fucking dumping just endless crap into the oceans and then fishing everything inside of it up simultaneously. It's like, come on, be for real. Bubsy is like, it's iconically dogshit, but I appreciate that like with the re-release of those games, they decided to like fix the controls for like to actually make more sense to especially a modern audience. But frankly, like it's not like the old tank controls made much sense at the time either. Like that was like, it was already dated by the time it released. But like, I appreciate that, like, in re-releasing those games, they decided, yeah, let's just deal with some of the big criticisms that keep you from enjoying whatever the actual content was. Even if the actual content itself isn't super good, being able to, like, properly play it without the controls themselves hampering you, I'm all for that. Okay, thank goodness. Okay, wait, it's sucking me off. I mean, like, just don't make bad video games. That's a inherently kind of meaningless statement. I need to make a save state immediately because I'm sure there's something on the slide. Okay. Like, I think that's the type of stuff that's much easier said than done. And, like, vague enough that it's kind of meaningless. The thing is, like, I don't know, I don't think anyone sets out to make a terrible game except for, like, explicitly jokey stuff. Like, and I don't think that's entirely fair to count in any discussion like this. Come on. Get bent. careful. Okay, so the thing is that, like, with video essays and such, they can give you a decent idea of stuff not to do. The issue is that, like, just knowing stuff that's bad and should be avoided does not mean that you can actually go out and do good stuff from there, you know? Like, it takes more than just, like, theoretically knowing what to avoid to actually make something good. Like, for example, like, the recent video Mauler made about, like, Star Wars Outlaws, it was a very good video. It explained a lot of, like, all the systems that didn't work. But a critic does not necessarily, like, know what would make the game good, so to speak. Like, it says, it basically just looks at the end product of it all, and then, like, basically judges it based on that. I don't think that, like, just looking at that kind of stuff teaches you how to actually make those things work. Like, they can give you some ideas, but I don't think that that's actually, like, the key to success. Yeah, honestly true. Yeah, that's true as well. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Like, you have it exactly right, Saul. 100%. The issue really is that, like, you don't need to be able to cook in order to like, know food is good or bad. And the same applies with video games. Just do it better yourself then, Chad. It's like, dude, fuck off. Huh, I didn't know Bubsy's creator died. That's a shame. Oh god, this one? Oh no. Honestly, like, I really do. Like, once... whatchamacallit? Once I've upgraded my PC and I start grabbing, like, Unreal Engine and looking into all of that, I can't wait to get started on my own game idea. Like, it's one of those things where, like, I'm sure that it won't be amazing, but if I can just, like, make a game I'd want to play myself with it, that would be ideal. Like, I have a very strong idea, I think, so I just want to make it a reality. Come on. Oh no. The timing in this is so fucking strict. Let's fucking go. Unironically, that is so much harder than it looks. Like, that is ridiculous. Oh god, there's more. Okay, wait. Okay. I think the Switch 2 is worth it for a few things. If you want to like play Pokemon Scarlet and Violet at their best, grab a Switch. If you want to play Kirby Air Riders, grab a Switch 2. Grab a Switch 2 for Scarlet and Violet. If you want to play Kirby Air Riders, absolutely grab a Switch 2. Like, that game is super worth it. If you're at all interested in Bonanza, grab a Switch 2. Like, those are the three main things. Like, one of them being just being a slightly enhanced version of an existing game, fair enough. Well, I say slightly, but like those performance issues in the original version. Like, okay, so yeah, I think those three in particular, if those interest you, 100% grab a Switch 2. Otherwise, you could still wait a little bit more, but I do think that like they are pretty indicative. Yeah, like Mario Kart World is like, it's pretty good. It doesn't really like nail it though. It's one of those things where it's in the somewhat rotten situation where Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is like, it's like it's the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate of kart racing games, so to speak. Like, they've basically perfected the idea of Mario Kart with it. So where the hell do you go from there? So, like, because of that, like, I don't really blame them for trying something significantly new. I don't think it worked as well as I would have liked. And it's like, it's not half bad either. The issue is just to, like, compared to Sonic Racing Cross Worlds and Kirby Air Riders, like, it doesn't really cut it, you know? The open world does not really compare to like Sonic's extremely strong fundamentals and the like track swapping mechanic, or Air Riders just being a whole lot of beast in and of itself. Okay, so I don't think it's crap. I think it's like a, how do I put this? I think it's like in that 7 out of 10 kind of zone. It's one of those things where it was a very enjoyable experience. I don't think it was like better than the previous game, and that is a pretty important thing to note, so to speak. Like, I think that like if you have to choose between Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Mario Kart World, like just blindly like grab one and skip the other for now, I'd say grab 8, you know? I don't think World is bad. I think it did miss the mark on important things, and it was released in a year stacked with great racing games that I do think we're better. I'm gonna fucking save state. We're so far in now. I'm so fucking glad I save stated. I mean, video essays are like they can be good, but I think it's easy to like take it all at face value, especially if you don't have experience with these things yourself. It's like it's one of those things where I feel like you'll probably need like hands-on experience to really make much of it work for realsies. One sec. Yeah, like exactly. Like Snag is entirely right. Yeah, 100% too. Like, there's a lot of like quote-unquote game dev advice where like it seems good on the surface, and then once you actually try something yourself, you're like, oh wow, that guy was full of shit. It's the same with like certain critics and such on YouTube. It's like, yeah, this guy knows what he's talking about, and then he talks about something you've actually played, and you're like, oh my god, this guy is a fucking idiot. That, unironically, like Sonic Adventure 2 is like the benchmark for me with that. It's like, if you have a negative opinion of Sonic Adventure 2, bring your A game in discussing it, because like you're fighting an uphill battle, dude. What the hell? Were those even aligned at all? I may be stupid. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's a huge thing as well. Like, I think it's very important to look at things with the perspective. Like, you need to be a little bit humble and, like, be honest about how... those are not aligned. What a prick move. You need to have a certain humility to say that, like, you aren't dealing with the same conditions that whatever dev team was dealing with. And frankly, like, if you don't have any pressure to actually release something, it's very possible to also fall into, like, the yandere dev trap, where it's like, oh, I need more features, 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 and you'll never release a game. It's like, oh, I need to keep polishing and polishing and polishing and polishing and polishing, and it's like, yeah, you're not gonna make anything in the end. Oh yeah, 100%. Like, I think... I think it's like, a lot of the time, there are a lot of games and such where it's like, they should have gotten a bigger budget and like more money for sure, but like, it's also important to note that the devs just didn't have those things. And you can still criticize the end product for it, but like, it's one of those things where, as a consumer, you should judge it as such. If you're going to create stuff yourself, be aware of that trap. Because like, Sonic Forces, for example, criticizing it, 100% justified. Like, it's clear that like, there was no particular vision while it was being made. Like, you can tell that like, it seems to have been significantly rushed as well. All things considered, like, you should look at that as a consumer as like, wow, this is a total failure. If you're like trying to create something yourself, you should look at it as like a cautionary tale, and like try to look at why it was made that way, and not just go like, yeah, they shouldn't have made it that way. It's like, yeah, Sure, just saying they shouldn't have made it that way doesn't actually help the discussion at all. Oh, I like the skeleton under there, that's charming. What a brilliant final treasure. The GameCube really is an absolute gem. Okay, so we're missing one crystal, one statue part, and like, I know where at least one of the final treasures is, because it's at the very start. And then after that, we're gonna have to like, fuck around a bit to find it. Okay, thing is that I have plenty of positive opinions, it's just that the subjects being talked about right now are relatively negative. Western gaming is kind of fucked right now, it really is. The thing is that like, with video essays you really need to like, be very, how do I put this? You need to be discerning in what people you can trust significantly and which ones you need to take with a little bit of a grain of salt. Like, I'm not saying disregard certain people entirely, but like, you need to be careful in who has how much influence over you. Like, just because there's a video essay saying something is garbage, you can't just say, oh, but there is a video essay, so it's garbage, you know what I mean? I have no particular opinion on Dispatch. Like, I've seen one pretty nice bondage image of it, and it's like, yeah, okay, heroines in bondage, that's usually a good idea. But that's about all my opinion on it. I know almost nothing else about it. This is rough. I think I may have it. Ah, fuck, I'm stupid. Okay, I've done it. No, it's like fan art. Don't worry about it. Like, all I know is that I saw a nice piece of fan art. Honestly, when you think about... Okay, I think that's everything. Yeah, that's everything. Now we just need to reach the end, and then it's like 3 bosses in a row, and then we're done with the game. But yeah, like when you think about it, like all games would be better if they like appeal to my fetishes specifically. I think that would like significantly just... It would just make games better as a whole. Like, be better, devs. You know, I say that, but like the somewhat funny thing is that like a lot of like magical girl games, they are like pornographic. I kind of want to make one myself that isn't pornographic, just because like it feels like they all kind of just want to be the same thing, and it's like, come on, I don't want to, like, I want to make a magical girl game because I love magical girls. I don't want to make the same game everyone else is making. Like, there's so many RPG Maker magical girl games with loot defeat scenes where it's like, come on, give me like I love like something close to like an action platformer. So I want to make a magical girl game where you basically use the gameplay style from that Gamma has in Sonic Adventure 1, but with like a bunch of things to expand it from there. To me, that's the type of game I want to see on the market, so I want to make it myself. And ironically, like, despite my own significant love for insane fetishes and stuff, it's like I should probably leave those mostly at the door. Because, like, you know, it's one of those things where, look, magical girls are the absolute best. They're not amazing just because of lewds. Like, the lewds are nice, but there's more to what makes them amazing. So oh fuck. So I want to, like, put something on the market that grabs that sort of appeal, even if you're not a vulgar idiot like I usually am. I think you can actually get under the fire with that, if I remember the advice right. I have to like check that out. I'm stupid. Ah, damn it. I mean, that would be funny as hell, but... Man, I can tell my gameplay is deteriorating because I'm sleepy as hell. But like, we're so close to the end of the game that it wouldn't be worth splitting this into like another stream after this. Fuck. Like, genuinely, I need to like gather some ideas as well on how to actually expand on Gamma's gameplay rather than just imitating it. Like, one thing I'm definitely playing with is the idea of switching between single target charge shots or multi-locking, and like maybe making sure that bosses have like attacks and such where you want to like intercept it with like oh, I'm so stupid, wow. Where you like want to interfere with the enemies, like oh wow. Like I'm thinking like maybe making it so you need to switch in a boss fight because the boss, like, I don't know, sends 5 magic missiles your way, and like doing a single charge shot doesn't actually interrupt them, but then needing to do more damage by doing a single charge shot after that. Stuff like that is kind of what I'm thinking will probably help there, to like set it apart a bit from the original Sonic Adventure 1 gameplay, while still like sticking to the broad roots of it. Man, Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 were such fantastic games. Actually peak. Alright, just 2 more boss fights to go, and then we're donezo. It is a shame that, like, they didn't do anything like patching in the proper expanded final boss fight, but it is what it is. Oh yeah, honestly, that could be a fun idea. Like, I don't think there's anything like a coin barrier, so I think we'll be good there. But yeah, like the idea of like maybe having parts you should break off bosses, that could actually be good. Like maybe making something that like you need to use a charge shot for, and then something that you need to like rip apart from like different angles at once. Stuff like that could work. I don't remember any kind of coin barrier in this game. Like maybe there is one, but I don't think so. Damn it. Gotcha. Okay, now get a look at this. I love the little claw. I'm not sure how I feel about Captain Skull as a penultimate boss, so to speak, but okay, I need to like not get hit by that. But like I do quite like him as a boss in general. Come on, come on. I'm stupid and gay. Are you just going to keep attacking until... Yeah, I think... I'm not sure if he's going until I dodge or not at this point, but... Okay, enough nonsense. GameCube's really did nice water. Like, it's not like Super Mario Sunshine here where it's like amazing water, but that is still a very good water effect. I've seen modern games do water significantly worse, despite being like focused on graphics. Get back here, coward! I think he is no longer gonna fall for that stuff. Fair enough. Oh, and now they're like on fire before they're actually falling. Okay. I love the way he flops about when thrown. Let's go. Get fucked. Yeah, it's a shame that they replaced him. Oh my god, that didn't kill it. Fair enough. It was a very limp dick throw. Yeah, Charles Martinet had a very one-of-a-kind voice. Man, he gave me the victory for free and I threw it away for no reason. Okay. Okay, none of that shit anymore. But let's make it a high drop, just because we can. Beautiful. I love how he flops around in the water. Okay, final boss time. Okay, now unfortunately the final boss is a huge disappointment and we don't get the second phase that the Japanese version got, thanks to it having like a bunch of extra dev time, but we'll make the most of it. Honestly, maybe at some point I should just replay the game on the Japanese version just to get to that final boss. Because like I am curious what it feels like to fight like that. And it's nice that this is a 100% file when I wasn't sure if I was going to go for 100% before. Like, really just at that, like, Alpine stage, that's where you make the choice whether you go for 100% or not. Because it's just a matter of, like, do you think it's worth it to backtrack through that stage 3 times? Or are you good? Yeah, it was pretty lit unused. Okay, it actually does try to go ahead of me even then. Even if I don't schmoove. Yeah, from my understanding, like the Black Jewel in particular in the Japanese version is just a different beast entirely. I wonder what those tentacles feel like. On like a scientific level, you know? It's in like a spiritual way when you think about it. Taking damage to save time. I should probably save doing that for later. Like there's not much to this fight is the thing. Like, the Japanese version really lucked out on this. I mean, yeah, that's basically the... Come on. I'm stupid. Man, I love making tired decisions. Honestly, like, a follow-up or, like, remake of this game would be absolutely sick. Yeah, I'm not actually sure what happened with Treasure. Yeah, 100%. Like, Wario really needs to get the Donkey Kong treatment soon. Honestly, the fact that they even made like a pretty cool trailer for this game, getting a Nintendo Switch Online release, does have me wondering if they're like planning anything. I should probably look into that Virtual Boy Switch 2 thing. I get the distinct feeling it's probably dog shit. But it might be fun kind of dog shit. Okay, I think we're... I don't think there's a second phase at all in this version, so I think we're done now. Yeah, like, you can tell this final boss was very rushed, but even though it's a relatively low note to end a great game on, I'm happy we went for all this here. 3 days of relatively short sessions to complete the game, not bad. I mean, I am always in favor of more WarioWare games, but like, I think we need another proper like main kind of Wario game before we get another WarioWare. Okay, no, we'll skip that. Man, I am definitely tired now. It was worth it because the game is sick. Yeah, I hope that they keep striking while the iron is hot, so to speak. Like, I don't need a DK game every other year, so to speak. But like, I hope that it's gonna be one of those things where like every console generation we get something cool for him. If you don't save any of the spritlings, hell yeah. If you don't save any of the spritlings, at the very end you just get like a fucking little tent in the woods with none of your riches. It's kind of awesome. Alright, I think that with that we are donezo. I had a lovely time and I hope you all did too. Tomorrow I'm thinking probably gonna play some Pokemon, but I'm not 100% sure right now. Either way, once again,